Hello friends, I hope you're okay. It's been a difficult week. The week began with the tragic loss of our very esteemed Chief Rabbi Emeritus, Rabbi Sachs, and tributes have been pouring into him around the world. That was a communal tragedy for the whole of Anglo Jewry and perhaps even for the whole of the English-speaking Jewish world. And then today, we've had a blow in our community, a very, very sad and tragic death, the passing of Lucy Harris, a young lady in the prime of her life with a young daughter. And we wish her parents, who have been so incredible in her care, in the care they gave her in these last couple of years. Her father, Ian, mother, Jane, of course, her brothers and sisters, and her daughter, Mia. Wish them all Chaim Aruchim. It's simply beyond tragic. And the only thing we can say is Baruch Dayan HaEmes, blessed be the true judge, the only one who understands what happens in this world. Interestingly, we come to the Seder of chayei, which is actually quite busy with the topic of death. It could, I once said, it could be renamed the Seder of 4 funerals and a wedding, because on the positive side, Yitzchak, Isaac meets Rebecca, and they get married and they continue the Jewish people. But we begin with the passing of Sarah, a young lady, not so young by our terms, 127. But we're told she was in the peak of life. And then Besuel, according to the Medrash, the father of Rivka and Lavan, he died. Yishmael, the son of Avram from Hagar, the father of the Arab nations, and we're told of his death. And we're told of the death of Avraham at the end of the Seder. Avraham Avinu passes away. And I'd just like to look at the description of how the Torah tells us he passed, and share with you an inspirational thought from none other, of course, than Rabbi Jonathan Sachs of blessed memory. So we read, Vayigva Vayosef Avraham b'Seva Tova Zokin v'Sovea. So he expired, and he was gathered. Avraham was gathered at the ripe old age, elderly and satisfied. Gathered, meaning passed away. And Rabbi Sachs points out that there's really 2 blessings, 2 promises that Hashem had promised Abraham. Firstly, he promised him children, that there was going to be this great Jewish nation coming from him and Sarah. And he promised him the land. He promised him that he was going to give him the land of Canaan, today what we call the land of Israel. And when he dies, he actually doesn't really have very much. He has 1 child, only 1 miraculous son, called Isaac. At this point, we're not even told that Yitzchak and Rivka have had children. And in terms of the land, he didn't have anything. Hashem hadn't yet given him any of the land. Yet he can die b'Seva Tova, to ripe old age, satisfied, because he knows he has done his bit. He has made the effort to continue the Jewish people by finding Yitzchak a wife. He has acquired the cave of Machpelah. He has begun the journey of the Jewish people, which will be continued, he trusted, through the generations until, of course, we became the people we are today. And that's the lesson, says Rabbi Sachs. We have to remember it's our mission just to build 1 step at a time and do our bit, step by step. We can't do everything. Rabbi Sachs's famous Mishnah that he used to have as his motto was, you can't complete it all, but you are not free to desist from it and say, since I can't do everything, I'll do nothing. That was a Mishnah from Ethics of the Fathers that served as his motto. And he did an incredible amount for the Jewish people. The legacy he will leave, and the legacy our dear Lucy will leave for her family, are the things that will live in the memory, the kind deeds that they did. And we wish everyone, the entire community, that we will, please God, go from this difficult week to more joyous and happy weeks. Please God, Amen. Good Shabbos. See you all soon.